I don't know if I can fix it, but I think it deserves the attempt. She said it quietly, her hands resting at the edges of the canvas without touching it. The way you rest your hands near something fragile, when you want to understand it, before you decide what to do. The painting was large, a portrait of a woman, perhaps 40 years old when it was painted, seated in a garden chair, with a particular quality of stillness that meant the painter had known her. The surface was obscured, age, moisture damage, a layer of old varnish gone dark, a section near the upper left where something had been pressed against it. She was 24 years old. Her name was Fen Calloway. She had a small conservation practice that she ran from the back room of a studio space she shared with two other artists on the third floor of a building on Merchant Street. She was not yet established, not in the way that brought commissions without effort. But she was careful, and she was precise, and she understood that a damaged painting was not a lost one, which was the foundational belief of conservation work. The man who had brought the canvas stood near the door, which was where people stood when they were uncertain whether to stay. "How bad is it?" he said. "The damage is significant," she said, "but the original paint layer is largely intact underneath." She leaned closer. "Whoever painted this was very good. The technique is holding, even where the surface has failed." "Can I ask why you'd try if you're not certain?" he said. She looked up at him. "Because it's someone," she said. "You can feel it in the sitting. Whoever this is, they mattered to the person who painted them." She paused. "That deserves the attempt." His name was Callan Holt, 33 years old. He was the founder and CEO of Holt Gallery Group, which operated 6 contemporary art galleries across the eastern seaboard. He had found the portrait in a storage unit he had acquired as part of an estate sale, a collection of mixed materials, most of which had been appraised and catalogued without incident. This canvas had been wrapped in canvas covers in the corner, with no documentation, no provenance, no explanation. He had taken it to a major restoration firm first. They had assessed it as possible, but had quoted a figure and a timeline that had been appropriate for their overhead and had also, somehow, felt wrong for the painting. He had found Fen Calloway's name through a colleague who had said, "She's young and not famous yet, but she understands what she's working with." He had not told her whose portrait it might be. He didn't know. He had a feeling, a collector's instinct, that something about the work was more significant than the condition suggested, but he had no evidence beyond the feeling. He had not expected her to say, "It's someone." He had thought it. He had not said it. "How long?" he said. 3 months, minimum," she said, "properly done." She looked at the canvas again. "Possibly more." "What do you need?" "Access, materials, and the understanding that I'll stop if I find something I can't responsibly continue," she said. "Conservation is about not doing harm. Sometimes the right answer is to stabilize and leave." He looked at her. "I understand," he said. She began on Monday. What she found, over the first 4 weeks, was a portrait in better condition than the surface had suggested. The paint layer was indeed largely intact. The subject, a woman in her early 40s, dark hair, a quality of directness in the eyes that the painter had clearly considered important enough to preserve through several layers of glaze, was emerging with a clarity that she found each morning quietly moving. She did not know who the woman was. She worked methodically, in sections, with the undivided attention that conservation required. On the 6th week, she found something beneath the lower right corner, barely visible, emerging as she cleaned away the old varnish. A signature, and beside it, a date. And beside the date, an inscription so small it had been invisible under the damage. She photographed it. She sat with the photograph for 2 days before she called Callan. He came to the studio on a Thursday afternoon. She had the photograph printed and the magnified version beside it on the work table. He looked at the signature first, then at the date, then at the inscription. The inscription was 4 words, in a hand that had written them with the care of someone writing something permanent. For the best of us. He was very still for a long time. Do you know who she is? Fen said carefully. I think so, he said. He looked at the portrait, at the directness in the subject's eyes, which she had been returning to every morning. The signature is my grandfather's, he said. He painted for 30 years before he founded the gallery group. This is how he signed at his early work. He paused. The woman, he stopped. He looked at the inscription. I never met my grandmother. She died before I was born. My grandfather never spoke about her, never displayed any paintings of her. I found this in a storage unit with his estate materials. Fen looked at the portrait. At the sitting, the stillness that meant the painter had known the subject. At the directness in the eyes that she had been finding every morning under the damage. She's almost there, she said softly. Another month, she'll be fully visible. He nodded. He looked at the canvas for a long moment without speaking. Thank you, he said finally, for saying it deserved the attempt. She looked at the portrait, at the 4 words in the corner, at a painter who had written for the best of us, and then wrapped the painting and put it in a corner and never displayed it. Which was a kind of grief she recognized, the kind that keeps its most important things where they are safe, rather than where they can be seen. She did deserve it, Fen said. She still does. The portrait was completed in the 9th week. Fen called him on a Tuesday morning, when the last section was done and the final photographs were taken. He came that afternoon and stood in front of it for a long time without speaking. When he spoke, his voice was careful. She looks like she was exactly herself, he said. That's the best thing a portrait can do, Fen said. He looked at the inscription one more time, then at the woman who had spent 9 weeks bringing someone back from damage. My grandfather's foundation supports emerging conservators, he said. I'd like to offer you a fellowship. It's a 2-year supported residency, materials, studio space, and a stipend. You work on what you choose. He paused. I should have known about your work before this. The foundation should have found you. At the palette on the table. At the portrait that had been there all along, under what time had put over it. I just cleaned off what was covering her, she said. That's the whole work, he said. That's always been the whole work. Bring your best care to the damaged thing. Don't promise more than you can give, but try. The face underneath is always worth finding, and the person who finds it is always the person he believed it was there. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let's spread more stories of kindness and hope together.